8:50 right now. Did you know June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, the time to really shine a light on challenges a lot of guys out there face and the importance of seeking help when it's needed. Joining us now to talk about it, John Barry with the National Alliance on Mental Health Charlotte. John, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're going to start broad. What would you say is the current state of men's mental health?
Well, let's talk about kind of the broader context first before we talk about men's mental health. When you look at the United States of America, there's about more than 1 in 5 adults will experience some kind of mental illness event each year. And when you think about family members, friends of those, you're talking about maybe half of the country, adults are going to have some kind of mental illness event. And when you talk about men in particular, men are less likely, unfortunately, to seek mental health when they're having issues, yet they are far more likely to die from suicide. So it can be a bit of a challenge, and so that's why we really encourage people, especially men, to seek help when they need it.
Why do you think it is that right now, I mean, you can make the case that men right now have it far better than they did several decades ago as far as life expectancy, about there's not a draft going on, their wages are up significantly, but yet there seems to be a collective consciousness right now that men and our boys are not doing as well as we thought they were doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think part of it is our culture. So we are a country of self-reliance. That's kind of how we go back from how we were formed. I think there's also just these misperceptions that if you gut things out, you'll get better. And with certainly many kinds of mental illness, there's needs, whether it's medicine, whether it's therapy, that really is going to be required to help you get through that. There still is a stigma, and so I think around mental illness, and so you really need to seek that help. NAMI Charlotte is here. You can call, you can go on the website. It's really there to help you kind of take that first step.
What are some of the factors and things that really impact men's mental health?
I would just say that, there's whether it's the stressors of work, whether it's the stressors of life, I think, that all of those are kind of compounding. And again, I think the idea is to kind of come out of the shadows. That's one of the great things that NAMI is focused on, is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, is to bring mental health out of the shadows, to make it something we can talk about, something to not be to feel that stigma or shame for, and so taking that first step becomes really the most important thing.
So for a guy listening at home right now, what is that first step?
So I would say there's 2 big things I would encourage you to do. One, you can go to namicharlotte.org. We have a myriad of resources. We have support groups, we have family-to-family classes that can help you. You can also go to namiNavigatorCharlotte.org. NAMI Charlotte is the only chapter in the United States and only the 2nd city in the United States to have this Navigator program, which is a database of providers and also a helpline. So you have a loved one, you yourself might be in crisis, just call. You can talk to people. They'll help you navigate the system and find the providers that are there to help you for your particular need.
We're talking about men's mental health, but we also know women's mental health is equally important. Is there a different approach to how the two are sort of addressed or handled or tackled?
No, I don't know that there's differences other than, like I said, unfortunately men are less likely to seek help. But when it comes to, for instance, the classes that we provide, the resource groups that we provide, they're designed, we have some that are just for men. It meets at the Brace YMC the first Monday of every month. But then we have like our family-to-family classes. Those are 8-week classes to give you a lot of education about mental illness, about medicines, about communication strategies. Those are designed for anyone who has a family member or a loved one that is suffering from mental illness.
John Barry. John, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for having us on.
Appreciate it. And men, get out there, talk to each other, talk to specialists, talk. We're back after this.